It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jets and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. On a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the gun, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Dillon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for? What
you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So here are the Jets now, backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Lance going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keep your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points.
A, B, and C.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. To throw is Fields. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Lance. Finding Miller once more, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Hall. But he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Now it's Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Well, he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now it leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Dillon now off the option. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Madden rising now. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Fields on first down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Fields now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Fields. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Gets around him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the tackle. How about the short put up by these two defenses in this first half? 4th down on as the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fields.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far. Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Out to his left. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's going to use his legs here.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Throwing now, Bajan.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
A toss left side for Herbert.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's Bajan.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And New York set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards to the house.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down.
To throw is Bajan.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. New York set to take the field.
Now this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start with the option.
And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to QT. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
There he goes, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
On 1st and 10, it's Bajan.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now back to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down.
Dominique Robinson.
And there again, yet again, that is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
Here's Powell on the return.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Bajan.
Trying to get that into his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Bajan.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We'll give now to Abanikanda.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Back to throw here. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
They started a little slow for him as a runner. He's really found a different gear here in the second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity. And now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Bajan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
2nd and 14. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Israel Abanikanda
from 17 yards out.
And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Taylor now returning it.
New York set to take the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and a yard. Abanikanda once again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.